and he would come and stay for a bit. And it's very true. Like he would come in and just like lay down in our lounge, and he would wait for people to approach him, and you could come and give him pets, and he just like laid there and was perfect.
Aw.
So it was like a huge, I think it was a huge thing, and that it definitely made a difference. And like, who doesn't want a
Absolutely.
doggy visit at work unless you're like terrified of them or for some reason? But we had like other places for people to go if they chose not to participate.
Mm-hmm.
But there weren't too many of those people. I'm telling you. I was like elbowing people out of the way. I was like, let me say hi.
Doom, doo doom, doom, doom.
Do, 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 boom. Let's snoots, boom. Let's snoot. Welcome to Let's Boop Snoots. I'm Heidi.
And I'm Vero.
And we are
And we're
going to
gonna
boop snoops.
boop, 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 boop. Wow, that was really good.
I don't know if you caught that, but even Lou got in on that. She's sitting here next to me, and she gave us a little. It was a kind of a cheat. It was a yawn, but she gave us a. Wah! She's excited. She's excited.
She's excited. She's like, boop, boop my snoot. Boop my snoot.
Yes, she is. I have to say, I had a dream last night that my husband came home with another Weimaraner. So for anyone tuning in for the first time, I've got 2 Weimaraners now, and a third. Although
in your dreams.
Although in my dreams was slightly overwhelming at first, but then I was like, oh, okay, 3 Weims a charm. Hey,
whatever.
Whatevs.
Whatever. Weimaraners.
Yes. So today we have a few things we would like to boopily snoots about.
Yes.
The first was an article that was shared by my employer, actually, and we can talk a little bit of our experiences with it. And then the next part, we were going to talk about one of our sponsors, which we'll do our little sponsor shout out in a second. And then the third part was we're going to talk about potcakes. Who doesn't want to talk about potcakes?
Oh, I love potcakes.
I love potcakes too. They're so cute.
They are so cute.
Yes.
But yes, before we get started, we would like to thank Holy Raw Nutrition for supporting Let's Boop Snoots. Holy Raw is a raw food service located in Chelsea, Quebec. Their products are sourced from ethical local farms and butchers to ensure freshness, quality, and peace of mind. They have raw blends that come in 1 to 2 pound containers ranging from chicken, beef, duck, turkey, and many more. Holy Raw also provides dehydrated treats and all-natural supplements to help support your pet's overall well-being. You can find them on their website, holyrawnutrition.com, Holy Raw as in HOLIRAW, nutrition.com. Thank you, Holy Raw.
And also a big, big thank you to Stray Dog Brewing Company for supporting Let's Boop Snoots. They are located at 501 La Colle Way, Unit 4 in Orleans, Ontario. Stray Dog Brewing Company is open 7 days a week, Mondays through Fridays from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. with extended hours on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays until 9. Weekend hours are 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturdays and 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Sundays. They are a pet-friendly brewery, so bring your snoots. They also host great events throughout the week and offer brewery tours. Make sure to try some of their in-house beers, including Oatmeal Stout, Tropical Knockout, One Hop Wonder, and many more. You can find them on their Instagram at Stray Dog Brewing Co. and their website, www.straydogbrewing.ca. Thank you, Stray Dog Brewing Company, for supporting Let's Boop Snoots.
And you can check out our sponsors' details in the episode's description.
Yes.
Let's talk about some therapy.
Some therapy dergs. So this week they released an article that was titled, Not Just Another Furry Face, The Scientific Benefits of Therapy Dogs. So they talk a little bit about their dogs in this, and I'm just going to read like a couple of blurbs from the article because it is quite interesting. And then I can tell you about my own experiences with the therapy dogs at our hospital. But they talk about this one guy. So he looks like a poodle, and his name is Copain. Does Copain mean something in French?
It means like friend, boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I love
like
it.
guy friend.
Yeah.
More like in a boyfriend kind of way, yeah.
Copain or
copine.
Copine? Okay. So 6-year-old Copain wags his tail as he enters the Ottawa Hospital's front doors. He the sights, sounds, and smells of a hospital could easily distract an ordinary dog, but not Copain. As one of several volunteer therapy dogs that visit the Ottawa Hospital, he and his canine colleagues have an important job to do: help staff, patients, and visitors manage the challenges of being in the hospital. So he has a handler that has been with him for 10 years. And he
Ooh.
said Copain is very laid back and he waits for people to come to him. But once he gets close to a person and establishes a connection, he'll lean into them. People say that's his way of hugging.
Aw.
I know that dog lean. Like it's happened
I
to me
love
with like
that.
dog. I love it too. Like especially when it's like a dog that you don't know and they come up and they just like lean on your leg. You're like, I love you. It's
Or when
like
they're like really big and you're like, oh.
I know. It happened to me with a Roddy once, like at a dog park. He just walked over and like leaned up against my leg, and I was like, I love you
Aw.
too. I love you too. And you always wonder, like, what it is. Like, is it like, I don't know. What do you think it is? Like, do you think it's like a certain smell, or do you think it's scientific, or do you think it's something like extra corporeal? Like, do you think there's somebody in there that's like, hey, Heidi,
I don't
remember?
know.
I don't know. It
I don't
like it.
know. Like
I
some
always find
dogs
it.
lean and some dogs don't lean.
Yeah, I
Are
find
they
it
just
fascinating.
lazy?
Yeah, I don't know. So he said that hug is more than just a hug. Research suggests that interacting with a specially trained therapy dog has brain and body benefits for hospital patients and
Mm-hmm.
staff. Of course, it does. Like I just mentioned, instant love. And love, we all know, like releases all kinds of good stuff, like in the brain skis. So,
Mm-hmm.
one of the doctors, a clinical and rehabilitation psychologist at the hospital, explains that interacting with a therapy animal like Copain calms the nervous system, the heart rate and breathing slows down, and people report generally feeling calmer and more relaxed. It promotes physical and emotional health. Petting an animal can help a person with an injury learn to use their arm again, or grooming an animal can help a person feel like they have a sense of purpose if they have depression. And it releases feel good hormones in the animal and the human. So, higher levels of dopamine and oxytocin, increasing feelings of safety and connection. These hormones are released within just 10 to 15 minutes of the interaction. And it helps humanize the hospital environment. So, hospitals can sometimes feel like a big, like impersonal space, and therapy dogs just help it become less of of that for people who are, attending the hospital for
Mm-hmm.
various reasons. Um, it improves the patient provider relationship. So, patients and staff who interact with the therapy animals report feeling more comfortable sharing information, and it decreases loneliness. So, long hospital stays can cause loneliness in some patients, faux show. And a visit from a therapy dog just provides like a joyful anticipation and change in routine and all that. So it says not every dog, obviously, is as highly trained as Copain, Happy, and Sandy. So they have two other
Aw.
dogs on their staff, but you can get some of the same benefits from interacting with a dog or other friendly animals in your life. So the next time you scratch a little animal behind its ear and notice yourself smile and relax, it's not just because of their cute face. It's science, folks. It's science.
Science.
So, and then they just talk about the therapy program at the hospital. So, like they've partnered with a couple of other organizations and stuff, which I think we've talked about on the show. Vero
Yeah.
looked into it at one point too. So I can tell you that the other two dogs that were mentioned, they're Happy and Sandy. So Happy came to our unit,
Oh, you're
and
so lucky.
yes, Happy is the
He's a
golden.
Goldie.
Yes, and so our management decided to have weekly therapy dog visits to our lounge at work. So it was very interesting because there were some people that were like, well, I don't think it's like very, because we work in a very like sterile environment. We work in operating rooms, but like when we go down to the lounge and we're on our breaks and stuff like that, like people thought that it might like not be sanitary and stuff like that, but like people could wear lab coats or whatever. So there were some people that felt strongly about it, but let me tell you, when Happy arrived Everybody was like, happy, very happy to see him. And I have to say, like, everybody is aware of like all the effects and stuff that the pandemic has caused. But for healthcare providers, of course, it's a lot of stress, a lot of burnout, and all that sort of thing. And just these weekly visits, I have to say, like, made a huge difference, like, in a lot of staff, and people look forward to him coming. So again, like, all these things that were mentioned in the article are very true. People were like, or they would forget, and they're like, oh my god, it's happy day, like, yay. And he would come and stay for a bit, and it's very true, like, he would come in and just like lay down in our lounge, and he would wait for people to approach him, and you could come and give him pets, and he just like laid there and was perfect.
Aw,
So it was like a huge, I think it was a huge thing, and that it definitely made a difference. And like, who doesn't want a
absolutely.
doggy visit at work unless you're like terrified of them or for some reason? But we had like other places for people to go if they chose not to participate.
Hmm.
But there weren't too many of those people. I'm telling you. I was like elbowing people out of the way. I was like, let me say happy.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
We have one that comes for weekly visits. Her name is Kaylee,
Hmm.
and she's an Irish setter, a red Irish
Oh,
setter, and she is so beautiful.
yeah.
And she does the whole, like, when you start petting her, she leans on you, or then she lies down and you rub her tummy.
So
And as soon,
do they train them to do the lean? Or is that just
I
like,
don't think so. I
okay,
don't think so. I think it's just dog personality.
you just have to be a special kind of person to get the doggy lean?
Yeah, I guess so. But like sometimes Ralph will sit and
Hmm.
he's like sitting sideways and he's like leaning on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if it's just like a
Dog
or if it's
specific
just
thing.
like if I could get closer, like she'll rub
Am
I
I,
don't know, like she'll rub my tummy or something.
am I like emotionally reading into the dog lean? I'm like, he
Well,
loves me.
maybe
I'm
not.
special.
But yeah, when Kaylee arrives on the unit, everybody just smiles and they're so happy, and you hear like the squealing sometimes, like ee, and everybody's just like, "Oh, Kaylee, boo 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 boo," and it's just so nice.
Does Kaylee go and visit patients as well?
I saw her go in once to visit a patient, and it's a
Hmm.
patient that was on the unit for a long time. This patient is still
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
This was like a while ago,
Hmm.
and like she did the squeal. So
Yes.
yes, it brings a smile
Absolutely.
on people's faces, and it's
I
nice to
could I
see.
could see, like, especially like, I have to say, like, I've been in the hospital 3 times. Twice for both of my kids, and I was like so looking forward to being a patient. And then when I got there, I was like, no, this sucks. It is not fun, like, being being in a hospital. And I could see having like extended stays, like some patients do,
Yeah.
how brutal it would be. So yes, even if it's like a weekly visit, it is something to look forward to, and it's like, oh my goodness, I can't wait. And just a few
And some
moments
people
of,
have pets at home and they haven't seen them for a while.
yes, that
So that
too.
helps out.
Absolutely. So I'm a
So those
huge.
pet visits
Hmm.
inspired my unit to do a pet board.
Oh,
So slowly we've been seeing more and more pets from staff on our pet board, and it's kind of funny.
I
Because
can
then you get
remember.
to see like, oh, this person has a bunny, or this person has like a little tiny dog, and this person has like a massive dog, and yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of fun to see, and you can hear people talking about it, and I have some
yeah.
Ralph pictures up there, and I can hear people laugh about Ralph and other dogs.
It's true. I find like there being more pet boards than anything else, or if there's like
Hmm.
a few of those go like on different units in the hospital. I can remember the first one that I saw was like at a different facility that we were at, and I can remember going up to one unit, and I looked, because like sometimes people just have like a board of pictures of like family pictures or their kids or like that type of thing. But that was the first pet board that I saw, and I was like, yes, amazing.
Yeah.
and yeah, we looked at doing one too, and I think it's trending right now, the pet board, and people do like seeing like the doggos. There's like do you find there's more dogs than any other pets?
There's more dogs. There's actually not that many pictures. It's only been there for a week, so people are just kind of seeing
Rolling
it
into
now.
it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it is the biggest board on our unit. We use the biggest board.
I think like at like the other unit where they started one, I think it's predominantly dogs, but I know that there's like a people with like a variety of different like animals like on staff. So it'll be
Yes.
interesting to see. Like there's like one colleague, I'm not sure if I mentioned her before, but she has just gotten into the tarantula business.
Ooh.
So I'll be curious to see if she posts. But she also has a golden, so I feel like the dog
Mm,
will probably make the board. I'll be curious to see if the tarantulas make it up there.
maybe you'll
I would,
hear Heidi squealing, but for a
yes,
different
but
reason.
out of sheer horror and terror. Yes, tarantulas, no merci.
No, merci.
Maybe we
Yeah.
should start a tarantula podcast.
Let's not boop snoots.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Let's squash thoraxes. That's
Oi.
terrible. Oi, 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 oi.
Oi.
But yes, I think pets bring like a whole lot of joy for all the reasons mentioned in that article. It's like, and again, it's not just like, oh, like dogs make people happy. Like there's like actual science behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, there is the simplicity of it that like, yes, dogs make people happy, but there's also scientific
Something
truth
happens
to
in
that
your
fact.
brain.
Yes, faux show.
Yes.
So boop to the therapy dogs out there.
Yes. Yes.
Do you
Thank
do you
you.
do you see yourself like still curious about wanting to pursue therapy with Ralph Farino?
So, yes, but I recently looked at the criterias and a raw food diet is still a no.
Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot
So,
about
not
that.
sure. There is another organization that I think may accept it. So, we'll see.
Mhm.
We'll see when the time comes. When
Yes.
Ralph is older
Mhm.
and fixed.
Yep.
But yeah, he would be like all over the place right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were mentioning. I think I think
He would love it too much.
Yes, he would jump on every patient's bed and be like, "Hi, hi, my name's Ralph. Hi, my name's Ralph.
Hi, what's this? Oh. Yoink, yoink, yoink.
Yeah, pulling out people's IVs.
They're like stomas and
Oh man,
yeah,
that would be terrible. But
they're Foleys. Oh my god, yeah, I
oh
could
my
just see it.
goodness.
It would have to be staff visits.
Yes, the
Yeah,
Ralph Farino. Yeah, I think getting him fixed will make a huge diff there for sure.
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed,
He's not too
everybody.
bad, but
Yeah.
he's a little too much like enthusiastic. That's the word I like to use.
Yes. He's
Also,
an enthusiastic therapy
I
dog.
said this to someone. We saw the girls this weekend,
Oh,
Harper and
yes.
Avery,
Mm-hmm.
and I told Nicole, like, watch out, Ralph is a little too enthusiastic, also known as has no manners, so he'll jump on you. But he didn't, so that's good.
Oh, that's good.
He
Good
must have
job.
been distracted by the girls.
Good job, Ralph Farino.
Yeah, so cute.
Bone job.
Bun job.
So the next
Let's talk.
part, yes, about the Stray Dog Brewing Co.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Heidi and I, on Friday, we made our way to Stray Dog Brewing Company to test out some of their beers and to say hi. And we tested 6 beers each in a beer flight,
Mhm.
and they were all good. But we do have our favorites.
We do.
We do, and I think that's going to make us go back.
Oh, I think so. I think so
Yeah.
for sure. And there was the one beer that you tried that was like hilarious because it has a funny name. I was like, which one was that? And it's the name of it. It's called
This one.
It's called this one. So she's like, it's this one, this one, this one. I'm like, which one? This one. The beer is called this one. So should we go back and forth with our brewskis and talk about them?
Yes. Yeah, and there's some that I think we had that we tried the same ones.
Oh yes, there was. The one thing that I will say is that we rolled right in there. They have an outdoor patio. There was people there with their dogs. When we went
Mm-hmm.
into the brewery to get our beers, um, we were questioned as to why we didn't have a dog with us. And we just didn't think I mean, I thought about it, but we were going there with the purpose of trying beer, so I didn't want to be like manhandling a dog. Like it was sort of like a
Mm-hmm.
an after work nice like experience where you didn't want to be worried about anything other than drinking beer.
But next time,
But next time, oh, we're bringing our snoots.
yes. So when we say bring your snoots, we mean
Yep.
it.
We will mean it. All right. Um so my number one, what was your number one?
I think it's the same one.
The
It's
anytime?
called Anytime.
Yes. So
Yes,
I liked that one. What did you
me
put down?
too.
What did you put? Did you
So
write
I
any
think,
notes on it?
yeah. So I think it was. I didn't write any notes for that one, but it was light.
Yes, light. That's what I put
Yeah,
down.
yeah. It was
Light.
light, easy to drink.
Yes, very easy.
Yeah.
I love that, but it's our number one. So that was like the first beer I was going to say an after work beer. So of course it went down nice and light,
That's
nice
true.
cool beer. But what was your second one that you tried?
Totally Radler.
Oh, me too.
I think
Rem-
this one was my favorite.
I really liked the Totally Radler because I find there's like lots of different Radlers out there, but this one was more pineapple-y than like it had pineapple
Yeah,
and orange in it, but you could really taste the pineapple and not like overpoweringly so. Like they do a good job of just making it where it's like this nice light flavor to
it's like
go
a nice
along with the beer.
balance.
Yes. Yes.
So I think that one was my favorite, and I think my second one was Anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um what was your third?
I had the oatmeal stout.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It
And
was good, but it was heavy,
yes,
as expected.
yeah, for sure.
As expected, but it was good. I don't know
Hmm.
if I could have a full glass of it,
Yeah.
but that's just me. But just because it would be too heavy, but
Yeah.
definitely good in my mouth.
Yes. Um, when we went in, I have to admit I don't know too much about beers and I'm not much of like a beer taster or anything like that. So the lovely gentleman who helped us, Dan, by the way, a super lovely guy, just asked
Hmm.
what beer would you normally drink going out? And I said Hogarden because again I find it like light, a tiny bit citrusy, but it's like the wheat beer, right? I think it's a little bit of a wheat beer. I think it is. Anyways, so he suggested for me the One Hop Wonder, which is like when I read it out in our weekly shout out to Stray Dog for our sponsorship, is that's the one I was the most curious of trying, and it is the most like a Hogarden. Like it's again very like light weedy
Oh,
sort of like
really?
taste to it. Like I really like that one too. I did. And then
Hmm.
what was your I think we tried some of the same ones next too, eh? What was your number 4?
My number 4 was this one.
Oh, yes.
Which one? This one. I think this is the beer that got them. They started off with at the
Oh,
very
yes.
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was very good.
Yeah.
It was more like of an amber,
Yeah.
yeah, amber beer a little bit.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I remember okay, I remember
Hmm.
it now. Yeah, cuz I remember like taking a sip of it and I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." And I can't remember like what to like in that one too. And at this point we're like I know it's 4 like little glasses, but you know, you're 4 like little glasses of beer in, so it's starting to feel
Hmm.
good.
I think this is the one that I spilt. No, I don't think it was.
Oh,
I did spill a beer.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
But you know that one did taste good. I like that one. My number 4 was they had 2 different beers that was called Boombox Side A and Boombox Side B. So the Boombox Side A, when we sat down at the table, I said this looks like orange juice, and
Yeah.
it pretty much tasted like that. Like I was like, it is orange juice, and it tasted like an Orangina, like sort of like that drink. Like it was very sweet, very very sweet. So if you're into like some sweetness like into your beer, then I would suggest going for that one. But it was a lovely surprise, and it went along because like most of the ones that I had sort of had a little bit of citrusy sort of like flavors to them like so far. So I did like that one, but I think you have to be in a certain mood as a beer drinker to
Yeah,
have
maybe
a
like
sweet one.
on a really hot day.
Yeah, for
It's kind
sure.
of refreshing.
And then the Boombox Side B, which was my next one that I tried, was also very citrusy, but like a bitter aftertaste. So
Okay,
it
that's
was,
the IPA, right? Was an IPA,
yes,
I think.
I believe so. Yes.
My number 5 is Shaggin' Wagon,
Oh, and that was my
which was
number
also
6.
an IPA.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. I'm not big on IPAs, but it was the lighter one, so it was all right. It was good.
It was good. I put down that it had also like the bitter aftertaste, but not as bad
Mm-hmm.
as like I think some IPAs like have.
Yeah.
But so for me the winner was like was One Hop Wonder for me, or the Anytime. I like
Okay.
that. I like
I
those
did
two were my
have,
faves.
for my number 6, sorry, I had Smash Hits,
Mhm.
which was also a lighter beer. And it was good. I mean, they're all good.
Yeah, they were all pretty good.
My number 1 was Totally Radler,
Yep.
the pineapple one,
Mhm.
and also Anytime.
Yes.
But then, like, this one and Smash Hits was pretty good too.
I know. So
They're all
I
good.
they are, so I highly recommend getting the flight so that you get a little
Yeah.
bit of each, and then like lining them up in a way that makes sense, like maybe save the heavier for last or first if you want to go heavy first, and
Yeah.
then switch to a lighter, or if you want to start with your citruses, keep them all in your first little
Mm-hmm.
grouping of like the flight.
So good.
Yes, so good.
So
So
we will
thank you.
definitely go back
Oh my
and
goodness,
bring
for
our
sure.
snoots and have some beers.
Absolutely. And thank you very much, Stray Dog Brewing Company, again. You
Yes.
guys are awesome. It's a really nice location. It's like off to the side. There's not a ton of people around. Like it's a nice location. They've got like a nice setup outside, and it is, although we didn't take the tour, that might be a next time thing. Um
Mm-hmm.
they it's a really nice facility they have there. So, yas to Stray Dog Brewing Co.
Yes. And they have some
Yas.
t-shirts and they have some glasses and some merchandise.
Yep.
All very nice stuff.
They
Their
sell like,
glasses are nice.
they support other people's like merchandise, like just, yeah, good vibes. Good
Mm-hmm.
vibes. Good vibes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
On to the pot of cakes.
Our last topic, one of my favorite topics, pot cakes.
Yeah, pot cakes.
Pot cakes.
I
So
keep
today,
Sorry.
you keep saying what?
I keep saying any day now Vero's gonna have a pot cake, but not yet. Not yet.
Hasn't
Is it
happened
this
yet.
episode? Is it this episode? Is it this episode? We'll have
Maybe
to
it's
guess.
the next one or the one after.
We will have
It's
to
like
see.
I want to get one, but I know it's not the right timing.
I know.
I know.
It's so
But
hard.
It's so hard.
Not to look, especially when you're looking, right? Like, and like Vera, like I don't know if you guys heard the last episode or not, but Vera's been volunteering with this one organization, so of course you're looking. They're like right on front of
I'm
you.
looking. They're on my Instagram. They're
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm in these like messenger groups and they post pictures and
Oh my
it's
God.
just it's too much.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Like
And
even people who are not looking for a dog, like when they look at dogs, end up with a dog. But
yes.
yeah, any day
Oh my
now.
God. So we were supposed to have an event today called, well, it's at the Cara Vibe Festival. It's supposed to be in the Byward Market. So there was going to be a bake sale. I was ready to bake cupcakes decorated as dogs yesterday. But as soon as I was going to start baking, we got a message that the event was postponed because we were getting 100% thunderstorm today.
Mm-hmm.
And we got quite the windy storm.
Yeah.
At some point today.
Yes.
Again.
Yeah.
It was white outside again. I was like, oh God, not again.
Oh,
no
man.
branches fell.
Yeah.
We still have power. We're good.
Thank God.
So yeah, bake sale, raffle prizes. There's going to be adoptable Island dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And yeah, it got postponed, so I don't know when it's going to take place. So we're just kind of waiting to see when they're gonna have the Cara Vibe event. But yeah, so there's this little guy. He is so cute.
He's very cute,
He,
folks.
yeah, his name is Puffin, and I think he's in a foster right now. It's weird because there's not many pictures of him. So I'm wondering if, like, I don't know. I don't know where he is. I think he's being fostered. And, once he becomes available for adoption, if he's not already adopted, I may just send in an application because he's just so friggin' cute. So he looks like he's a mix of, I don't know, like corgi, maybe?
Yeah. Like he's
Maybe.
so when Vero initially sent me the photo of him, I sent her back the photo, and I don't know if any of you guys have seen this photo, but Adam Driver, he played Kylo Ren in like the new I say the new Star Wars, but like the latest like Star Wars series. And there was like these memes going around because there was this cat that had like this sort of like narrower face but like big super like ears, and they were just like, this cat looks like Adam Driver. And like, so that's what this dog looks like to me. He's got like these big huge ears like coming out, and then he's got this like long snoot.
He's got a little face.
He's got such a little face, and then this pink nose. Oh my god,
I
he's so
know.
cute. He's adorbs. So what
So
draws you to
yeah,
him?
like it's the ears. I haven't seen a description of him yet, so I don't even know.
Oh, what his personality is or anything.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just really
okay.
like what he looks like, and they're planning a yoga, like a puppy yoga,
Mm-hmm.
and I sent you the pictures of which dog's going to be there, and he's going to be there.
Oh my
And
god.
there's this other little one. If you open it up, he's named Beckham, and he's like super smiley.
Oh yeah.
His pictures are always like that. Like he's always smiling.
Oh yes, I do see him. Oh, Puffin's so cute. Dragonfly's pretty cute too, though. Does that mean we're going to yoga snoots with them?
Yeah.
Are we going to boop snoots? So let me ask you this. As you're seeing these dogs, and I know you're reading descriptions and that you're looking the odd time, what is an absolute hard stop for you? Like when you read a dog's description, are you and you're like, oh, and then you're like, absolutely like nope, and then like go on to the next. What are some of the nopes for you?
So the nopes is if they're older and they say like somebody home most of the time.
Yep.
So that's a nope.
Yep.
Because we work 8 hours, and even though like during the puppy phase with Ralph, we had our neighbor come over and let Ralph out at midday.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they'd come a couple of times. And then we also had my boyfriend's sister where we brought Ralph. At some point, like Ralph is alone during the day for
Yep.
8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big nope. Sometimes when I see a resource guarding,
Yes.
I think that's a nope. Or anything that would indicate that I couldn't take him like to the dog park.
Yes.
Like if they're like really older, like not older, but like 3 or 4, and they have like really high prey drive and they can't be outside a fenced yard.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know, because I bring Ralph to the park.
Yeah.
And not to say that Ralph wouldn't chase a squirrel, but he's not like super duper fast like some of these dogs are.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my nopes.
For me, my nopes are like excessive barking.
Oh
Just
yeah.
because, like,
I can't. Yeah, that's a nope for me too.
because like, even with the amount that my dogs bark now, not very much, but it drives me nuts. But and at least I've trained them so that when I'm like, oh, hey, or enough, like they stop, but they do bark at like most things that walk by the front of our house.
Yeah, same with
People,
Ralph.
dogs,
And
kids.
I think I'm sensitive to loud noises. Like even like kitchen sounds, like dishes banging together.
Oh yeah.
It just like irritates me. or like putting something really hard on the counter and it's like cling.
Gunk. Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, ugh.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
know. It like hurts on the inside.
like I feel like if I saw resource guarding and stuff like that, I feel like that's stuff that I can work with. And barking is a little bit harder for me because I don't know. It's weird. It's like it's almost it plays to like what mood I'm in for or maybe my strengths in like dog training. And with the barking, like I haven't quite figured it out even though like I have like the e-collar and stuff like that, but I have like two dogs that decide to bark and then it's just
Hmm.
like I don't want them to like we've had this conversation before to not bark at all. I just if somebody's coming to the door for sure, give me like a warning bark, but not like excessive in excess. So the excessive barking
Yeah.
is like just intimidates me a little bit whereas like resource guarding, like I feel like I could work with that. I feel like I could get them out of
Yeah, I
that.
could probably work with that. It depends how bad it is.
Exactly. So that's where
I'm
it's
just
like
worried. I'm worried
mhm,
somebody's going to come over
and get bit.
and get bit
Yep.
because they don't know.
So I'd be curious to see like yeah, how bad it is and like what are they doing with it or what are their recommendations. But for me, I think with another dog around too, like in the beginning, like I said, like even when I brought like Lou home for the first time with my Gibbs, like I put all the toys away because I didn't know how it was going to be, but she didn't even know how to play like in the beginning. Like, she just came from such a weird situation. She was so foreign to me, and I've finished some extra schooling that I'm doing, so I'm going to be turning my focus to my dogs again and to tidy up some manners and different stuff like that around the house. But
Hmm.
I can't believe how like to me, I was a little bit proud of myself because Gibbon has done so well with her, and like he can there's this pink pig that we have around the house right now. It's the piggy. The piggy, the big piggy, where's the piggy? And when you say like, where's the piggy? Like Gibbon starts like looking for it and then she starts following him. But Gibbon can go pick it up and she'll like literally run by and rip it out of his mouth and he just like doesn't even react. And she'll do that all the time. Like if we're making it like a game, like chase the piggy and go get the piggy, even if Gibbon gets it, she just goes over and is like, no, like, and not in an aggressive way. She just like rips it and
Just takes it.
he just lets her have it, which is like
Yeah.
super
And Ralph would
sweet.
be like that too. So I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Like Ralph has no resource guarding at all. Like I put his food bowl down. I can
Yep.
lie down beside him and watch him eat,
Yeah.
pretend to eat, and he would just be like, "What are you doing?"
Which is like for me the perfect way you want like a dog to be, like in
Yeah.
my mind. So even like
And I take it away and I put it back and I take it away and I put it back and he's just
exactly.
like, "Whatever."
And I don't let him resource guard like anything. Anything. Anything.
Yeah.
Not our attention, not a toy, not a bed, not like anything. And some people I find like if their dog gets attached to a certain toy, they're like, "No, like not like that's her toy." And it's like like it's not. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't super agree with that. I think to
Me
me it's an
neither.
at the end of the day it's an animal and its behavior and it doesn't matter whose toy it is or like you just don't want them because they can bite whereas like I'm sure children can bite too, but you can like, as they age like you could reason with them a bit more.
Mhm.
Excuse me. Sorry. But
Yeah.
yeah, so resource guarding I'm willing to work with, but I agree with you like the ones where it's just like obviously like an older person or someone who's home all day or no children or no other dogs obviously is a nope for us, but
Yeah. So yeah, read the description. First I look at what they look like.
yep,
Of course, like
we all
everybody
do.
else.
Yep.
And I'm really attracted to like the big ears for some reason.
Yeah. Like
I just
pointies?
love it.
Pointies or
Yeah.
floppies?
Well, pointies. Or one of each. I don't know.
Like pickle, one pointy, one floppy.
Yeah, like pickle.
Hybrid dog. Oh my goodness. I like the
So
floppies,
yeah.
obviously. I like the floppies, the big soft
Yeah.
floppies. Hmm.
Well, Ralph has some floppies and they're pretty soft, but
Yes.
yeah, I like the ones that stick up and they're so cute. I'm looking at this picture again. I really like Puffin and I like Beckham.
I would be so happy if you got Puffin, but I know it's not the right timing, and I'm not going to strong arm you into adopting a little potcake.
But
he's a petite potcake. He's like a
he's a petite potcake.
He's like a little.
But he's like 8 weeks on that picture.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's like a puppy, and I'm like, oh, do I want to do that again?
We may just have to go in yoga with Puffin.
Yeah.
Ooh, next episode, everybody. Next episode. This could be it. This could be it.
I may never leave.
Yogis, we're going to be so healthy doing yoga with Puffin.
Yes.
Yogi masters. Let's yoga Snoots.
Aww. He's adorable, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a dog, so it's not like I don't have a dog.
Exactly.
And he's pretty cool.
Yes, he is.
He is funny and soft.
Yeah. It's always nice to have two, though.
Well, I think he would have so much fun.
Of course he would. Okay, that's it. That's the last thing I'm going to say. And that's a wrap, folks.
It is a wrap, I think.
I think it is a wrap, and I made it more of a wrap so people didn't have to listen to me peer pressure you to multiple dog purchasing.
But before we officially wrap up, make sure to follow us on Instagram at Let's Boop Snoots, and you can listen to our show on Spotify and iTunes weekly. And just another shout out to Holy Raw Nutrition, a raw food service located in Chelsea, Quebec. We would like to thank Holy Raw Nutrition for supporting Let's Boop Snoots. Their products are sourced from ethical local farms and butchers to ensure freshness, quality, and peace of mind. They have raw blends that come in 1 to 2 pound containers, ranging from chicken, beef, duck, turkey, and many more. Holy Raw also provides dehydrated treats and all-natural supplements to support your pet's overall well-being. I personally order all my food for Ralph from Holy Raw. We picked up a big order this weekend, and I only have great things to say about them, their food, and their staff. We are very thankful to have them as a sponsor. They are very knowledgeable as well. The owner, Isabel, is fantastic, and you can find them on their website at holyrawnutrition.com, Holy Raw as HOLIRAW, nutrition.com. Thank you, Holy Raw.
And also a big thank you to Stray Dog Brewing Company for supporting Let's Boop Snoots. They are located at 501 Lacolle Way, Unit 4 in Orleans, Ontario. Stray Dog Brewing Company is open 7 days a week, Mondays through Fridays from 12 to 7 p.m. with extended hours on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays until 9. Weekend hours are 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturdays and 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Sundays. They are a pet-friendly brewery, so bring your snoots. They also host great events throughout the week and offer brewery tours. Make sure to try some of their in-house beers, including Oatmeal Stout, Tropical Knockout, One Hop Wonder, and many more. You can find them on their Instagram at Stray Dog Brewing Co. and their website www.straydogbrewing.ca. Thank you so much, Stray Dog Brewing Company. And now that we've been, I strongly recommend the One Hop Wonder and also their beer called Anytime. And if you're into the Radlers, both Vero and I were huge fans of the Totally Radler. Very pineapple-y, folks.
Very good. Especially in the summer.
Go
enjoy, folks.
Thank you. Yes, go enjoy and tune in next week on Let's Boop Snoots.
Boop.